Today, I'm excited to introduce Angela Rose, founder of Indie Hair Academy and a seasoned hairdresser, coach and educator with over 23 years in the industry. Angela created Indie Hair Academy to empower independent stylists and barbers with the knowledge, tools and support they need to build confident, compliant and profitable solo businesses. And through personalized mentoring, structured training and a supportive community, Indie Hair Academy helps indie professionals thrive on their own terms and do business the way they want. Angela, I'll pass the mic to you.
Thanks so much, Marmy. So today we have an awesome session where we're going to take you through hosting workshops and events and then how to utilize your dropship links at those events. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Has anybody hosted any workshops or events or been wanting to do it?
Yeah, I would like to later on when my space is ready, but yeah, definitely want to know more about it, how to do it.
Yeah, awesome. What about you, Fiona? Is that something that you'd possibly be wanting to do one time, do some workshops?
Probably to do it, yeah, in the future, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've never done one, but yeah, it'd be interesting to learn how to do it and I suppose take the steps towards doing one.
Yeah, cool. So I definitely have done many events and I'm going to show exactly the steps of how to do it, what I did, what was successful, what was not successful, and how you can do it. So I'm going to take you through step by step. So workshops and events is a really great way for you to make more money. And this is for you working less time with many clients. So if you think about it at the moment, you're working in the salon with one client for maybe 2 to 3 hours, earning maybe $200 to $300. But if you are doing workshops and events, you can see up to 10 to 15 people in a 2-hour session. So the amount of money that you can make in that short amount of time is going to outweigh any one-on-one service that you're seeing in the salon. So I'm going to take you through exactly how to host workshops and events. So the first thing that we need to do is create interest. So create interest in the workshop and event, how to create an event, how to host the event, and how to use our dropship links. Because HUSL has an amazing range of products in there. We have our heat styling tools. We have like amazing brands in there for styling products and finishing products. So when somebody wants to style their hair, you have the amazing products there that you can showcase them and they can purchase them right there and then, which is amazing. So first we need to create interest before we launch our event, because there's no point, launching something and doing something when we don't have that interest. So we need to understand exactly what our audience wants to learn. Like, what's their pain points? Like, when they come in and see you in the salon, I want you to listen to what it is that they say to you. Like, oh, I wish I could learn how to curl my hair at home, or, oh, I've got this tool, but I just don't know how to do it. Or like, what are the things that they're saying? And I want you to either have a notepad and paper or just remember it and write it down, because when we go to write our content, we need to use exactly those words, because they're like, oh my God, she's speaking to me. She knows that I can't do that at home, or that's what I'm struggling with. So for me, the number one thing that I hear is, they can't curl their hair at home like we can in the salon. Or they can do one side, but they can't do the other side. Or they've bought a heat styling tool, but they just don't know how to use it. So they want to know how to style their hair at home. They want to make it look as good as you make it look in the salon, and they don't know how to use the right tools or products. So this was a Facebook post that I did, and I call this a hand-raising post. So I've screenshotted it. It was back in 2023. It was a while ago. This was my very first Sip and Style event that I hosted. And it's as simple as, who's interested in learning how to style their own hair at home? In brackets, Sip and Style, who's in? Simple, right? So I call this a hand-raising post because it's saying who's interested. So it's like, oh, I'm interested. So that's why it's a hand raising post. From that one post, I had 61 comments of people that were interested in doing it. 41 people like it. And all of them wanted to know how to do their hair at home. So there's no shortage of people wanting to know. They all want to know exactly how to do it. So I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to create interest first, do it here on Facebook. Facebook is a great conversational community, and I did this on my personal page. So I've got a lot of friends and people on my personal page, but you could do this on your business page as well, whichever one you want to do. But I did this on my personal page, and I did the colored background so it stands out, and it is character counted. So you can't have a really big spiel about what it is. It's just to create interest right now. Does that make sense? Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So now once they are interested, okay, so they've commented and you're like, okay, cool. Now what? They've said, yes, I'm interested. So the messaging is just as important. So this is when you are replying back to their messages. Now, the key is you need to contact every single one of those people privately in a private message, a DM or PM, whatever it's called on Facebook. And I also want you to comment underneath the comment that they have put on the post. Comment to them there and reply, as well as say, I'm going to send you a private message now. So then you jump into the private messages, and that's where you get to chat with them. Ask them what they would like to learn. So you're gauging interest, exactly what it is that they struggle with their hair and what it is that they want to learn. Once they all kind of say the same thing, I want to learn how to GHD curl my hair. I want to learn how to blow dry my hair. I want to learn how to braid my hair. You're going to know what type of event you're going to put on. And maybe there's many events that you could do. So the very first one I did was how to curl. Another one I did was how to blow dry, and I have done a how to braid as well. So you could do upstyling, you could do men's workshops with how to do girls' ponytails. Like, there's so many different ones that you can do. But for the point of this is you need to gauge interest off your audience. What is it that they want to learn? And then gauge off them what day would suit them. So would it be a Friday? Usually a Friday or Saturday evening, or maybe a Thursday, tends to work well. So you've got to keep in mind for the people that go to a 9-to-5 job, and after around 6 o'clock or after 6 o'clock is going to work well for them. So I would ask them, what day would suit you best and what time, and then lock them in. Awesome. I'll let you know. I'll definitely let them know what day you'd like to do it, and then lock them in. It's as simple as that. And then that's how you get your people and get the interest. So respond to every message that they have messaged on here, then private message them, gauge what they want to learn, what they want to do, what day is going to suit them, and then lock them in. So now you're like, okay, well, we've done that. How do I create the event? How do I get the money into my bank account? So there's so many amazing free tools out there where you can create an event. So there's Humanitix as well as Eventbrite. I used Humanitix and it was really simple and easy to do. So you just set up an account and you create an event. It's like a button up the top. You create an event. You write a description for the event. In the description, we need to write and be very clear. It can't be all over the place and messy. It needs to be simple, easy for them to understand, and step by step. What am I going to learn? What do I need to bring? And what is going to be provided for me? So once they know what's in it, what they get, then it's like, yeah, cool, I'm in. So in the description, you'll say what they're going to learn, what they need to bring. So for me, the trick is, right, you get them to bring their own blow dryer and brushes. You get them to bring anything that they have at home that they want to learn how to use. And you're not going to have 10 blow dryers, are you? You're not going to have 10 heat styling tools for them to use. Like, you might have a couple spare, but if you're going to have 10 people come, they all need to bring their heat styling tools with them. What's provided? I provided some clips. I provided a comb with them. I had some clips on the table. They had a drink on arrival. I had a bit of a cheese platter and things like that. But the main thing is they're coming to learn how to style their hair. Like the all the other stuff, whether you serve tea or whether you serve, drinks or champagne or wine or whatever it is, that doesn't really matter. That's just a nice atmosphere setting thing. What they want to come and learn is how to style their hair. So it's what it is that you're teaching them. And also in the event, you're going to have in there the price, what you're going to provide them, and how you want them to arrive. Now, this is really important because if they come with dirty hair and you're going to try and get them to use a heat styling tool, they're not going to get the best result. So I would say exactly how it is you would like them to arrive, with clean, dry hair. Or if you want them to come and you're going to wash everybody and then you get them all from wet, then you're going to show them how to blow dry their hair. Like, you get to tell them exactly how you want them to arrive. It has to be easy for them to understand and easy for them to book and to know exactly what it is that I'm going to get. All right, so this is a Humantix link. So I just set one up yesterday as a bit of a dummy to show you. So what's included, the workshop details. I even put in there parking of like where to park, because things like that is like paramount, especially if they're coming to your home and you've got neighbors that don't like them parking on the lawn and things like that. So once you've set up the event, it's really simple and easy to do. It does not take long in Humantix. It gives you a link and it looks like this, and you send it out to people that you've already been chatting to in the DMs, right? So you can send it to them. It creates a ticket. They purchase the ticket and it goes into Humantix account, which then pays out to you. So there is a little bit of a fee in there, which you can either choose to absorb or you can choose to put on top of the Humantix. It's just like a service fee, kind of a bit like our merchant fees that we have with Stripe. So up to you whether you want to absorb that or put it on top. The other thing that I highly recommend to do once you've done your Humantix link is to create a Facebook event. Now, I want you to meet your audience where they are, because if you don't meet them where they are, then like, how are you going to find them? Like, everybody's on Facebook, or if your main audience is on Instagram, if you can have the capability to create a chat channel in Instagram, then you can set something up in there as well. But usually a Facebook event is a really great way to put your links and put everything in there, because they get notifications when it's coming up close, or if you're posting things in there. You can start a bit of a chat, because you'll be like, hey guys, just a reminder, I really want you all to come with wash, clean, dry hair because of XYZ. Make sure that you bring your heat styling tools, make sure you this, or you can do photos of you setting up and getting ready, and all of that hype beforehand you can create in that Facebook event, and you put your Humantix link in there, and it's really simple and easy for them to purchase in there. So on the night, this was the night for me. I had those tables, those easy tables that you put up, I forget what they're called, and I just put sheets over the top of them. I didn't have beautiful tablecloths, but I just put sheets over the top of them. I did have some mirrors from Kmart. So I did it simple and I did it on a budget. You don't have to go crazy, okay? So if you're in your salon and you have, 3 or 4 chairs, then you could do it where you're hosting 3 or 4 people. I wanted to try and do as many people as possible, and I had so many people wanting to do it. So I was like, yes, let's do it. The more the merrier. No, it wasn't in my salon space. This was in my home. I actually moved out couch. You can kind of see in this photo here, there's a couch here pushed up against the windows. So this is kind of a part of my living room. And I just set up the tables. So there was 2 tables on this side and two tables on that side with chairs. I went and made sure that I had power boards so that everyone could put in their hair dryers and their heat styling tools. So you'll see every single one has a completely different heat styling tool because they brought their own, and that's the key. So you're able to see what they're using, how they're using it, and why they're unsuccessful with creating the beautiful curls that they're wanting to create at home. Because usually it's the tools that they're using and also the skill that they're doing. So that is the number one thing. Get them to bring their own tools and equipment with them. Yes, Marnie?
So it's really interesting because I did a sip and style a very long time ago when I was in the salon. And we did the same thing where they brought their own familiar styling tools from home. And what it identified, there was some clients where it identified that what they brought from home was actually like the result that they wanted. They actually brought the wrong styling tool for what they were trying to achieve at home. And so it identified what tool they actually needed. And so we were able to sell them an electrical tool on the spot because it was the proof to know that they've actually got the wrong styling tool for what they were trying to achieve at home.
Yeah. Definitely. I did have my head block. You probably won't be able to see this but I had my head block on the day, and I would show them how to do the different types of curls. So, you know, with the GHD, if they're wanting a certain type of look or if they're wanting a certain wave, I don't know why I always say GHD, but it's just kind of how we say when we heat style with a iron, the different types of curls. And I showed them on a head block, okay, this is how we do it. I get them to do it on the head block so they had a bit of a feel of it first. And this is the type of tool that you need to use and the technique to be able to create that curl and that look. So I did do a bit of a presentation first and found out exactly from each one, you know, what it is that they'd like to learn tonight, what it is that they'd like to master to make sure that you're delivering the best from the event. And I 100%, like you said, Marmy, identified that all of their blow dryers needed to be upgraded. So I did sell 3 blow dryers on the night, and almost every single one of them bought a heat protection because they didn't have a heat protection. So they were really good upsell things for me on the night. And they also came back and wanted to do another event and bring other friends because they're like, this was so good. I've got some skills, but I want to get it better. So it was a really great, successful event. So how you can use your dropship links. It's amazing that we have Evie now on HUSL, which is amazing. So we have these awesome hair dryers. Has anyone got one of these?
Fiona does.
Yeah, I have an old hair dryer. I want to get, my next one is the new one. But I've got the old Boss and
yeah, cool.
And the Pro Glide straightener. That's great.
Awesome. So even better that you have them in Salon, because then you can show them exactly what it is, how to use it, and then they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. Yes, you need one too. Here, I'll, send them the little link, and then it's up to them whether they purchase it or not. It's really easy. So I wanted to show you how easy it is, because on the forms that you guys sent back on what it is that you want to learn is how to drop ship. Now, this is so simple and easy. And so I wanted to do this a step by step. So say you want to sell the Evie styler here. So this is in your HUSL app. You go to dropship products. We go to Evie. Somebody wants to buy the Evie styler on the night. We press this little button here, the pink one, and then it brings us up the page here where we can copy the link and send it into wherever. We can send it into Instagram, into Facebook. We can send it in a message, a text message. We can send it in an email, or you can like airdrop the link to anybody. So this is what shows up on the bottom of your page. I'm an iPhone, so this is how it looks for me. So I'm going to send this as a text message. So it went to text message. So here I type in who I'm going to send it to, and this is how it shows up on their end. So it sends them the link, they tap on the link, and this is exactly what they see on their end. When they tap on their link, this is how it shows up for them. It's already in their basket. They don't have to do anything else. And if they want to purchase it, they just proceed to checkout, and then they go through the steps and motions and make sure they've got their shipping address in there. They put in their payment details, and it gets delivered to their door, and you get 20% commission off every single product that you sell, which is super, super easy. The other way you could do this is, if you're like, I don't want to sit there sending links to everybody on the night, is you could have a bit of a catalog, and it'll take a little while to set this up, but it doesn't really take long. It didn't take me long at all to do this. You can go through and set up a little catalog. I've just done this in Canva. Does everybody use Canva? Yeah, it's so easy to use. And these little QR codes, you create them in Canva. So if you don't know how to do it, please reach out to me, or I can do a little screen share and show you. It's super easy to create a QR code in Canva. So you put in there the link to your drop ship product. So for the blow dryer, or for any of the styling products, or the brushes, or any of the products here, and it will have it there. So then you could get your clients just to scan the product. It'll take it straight to the shopping cart, and then they can do it on their phone there and then, because they're like, oh my God, I need that dry shampoo or air wash. Yes, mommy?
I love it how you've just made it really simplified with the options relative to the sip and style. So it's a style event, but you've chosen, you know, like a texturizing, you've got a dry shampoo, you've got a hairspray, and then you've got the supporting tools and brushes. I love it that you've just simplified it as these are the options.
Yeah.
Instead of showing them your full e-store, and they're looking at shampoos, conditioners, they're overwhelmed, they go, nah, I'm not even going to get anything. So it's cool that you've created your own personalized catalog. Here are the options based on tonight. And I think that's really important, keeping it simplified.
Yeah, and that was the purpose of doing, like, I did strategically pick these products, because if you're doing a sip and style event, then you need a heat protection, right? They're going to need a heat protection. They're going to want like a dry shampoo or an air wash. Everybody's loving the air wash K18. It's the hype product, and then possibly a hairspray. So you pick the products that you love and you know that you're going to recommend on the night, and you create that specific catalog for the night, instead of, putting the whole store on there. That's just way too confusing. I just wanted to show you that. So you can either do the link where you send it to their phone, otherwise have this here and around the night, and make sure you're showing people on the night. You know, grab the products. If you don't have any of the products, just grab one product in your wholesale order next time you do one, coming up to the event, so that it's not going to be a massive outlay. Just here and there, grab a couple of the products so you've got it there. You can show it, they can feel it. Yes, mommy.
Where did you get these images, Angela?
Where did I get them?
Yeah.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, this is what we need to know. Yep.
I jumped into good old Google, and I just typed in what it is that I'm looking for. And
exactly. Yeah,
I screenshot them, and then I do remove background in Canva, and I just save them all to like my desktop at the moment, and then put them in a file. So they're my products that I'm using. Yeah. It's really simple and easy. I know that you guys have a file, don't you?
We do, but it's actually marketing assets designed for social media. So it will be formatted for Insta story, it'll be formatted as a static post. But when it comes to these, I really like the way that you've just completely simplified your catalog. There's nothing in the background of the products that can distract them. And just basically, removing that background image, which you can simply do with one click in Canva, and adding it on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I just Googled heat protect spray K18 or air wash or dry shampoo. Like I knew the products I wanted, went to my HUSL links and went, cool, that's going to be the best product. Googled it, screenshotted it, and yeah, popped it into Canva, removed the background and create the catalog. Like it takes a little bit of time to do it, but it's actually not hard. Like once you've got it there for life, which is awesome. So the income that you can create in a 2-hour session. So you could maybe do it in an hour and a half, but I found we did go to 2 hours because we were talking, we were connecting. I wanted everybody to get the most out of it. So I made sure I went around to each individual person and made sure I was showing them exactly how to use the heat styling tools. Everyone had a bit of a drink, bit of a cheese nibble. If you are going to serve alcohol, make sure that you do serve food and just like one drink. You don't want to go over the top because there's some rules in place with serving alcohol. Otherwise, just do, a high tea type of thing, or you don't even have to provide drinks and things like that, but it's just a little nice added extra. So in that 2-hour session that I did, I had 10 ladies come. I did $77 a ticket. And so in that 2 hours, it was $770 for the 2 hours. Instead of working 2 hours in the salon, I was able to earn so much more in that 2-hour session. Then if we were to upsell our products, tools and equipment that we've got, so I did upsell blow dryers and heat styling, heat protection spray. So with your HUSL links, if we were to upsell one of these beautiful EV stylers, you would get a $65 commission for that sale. Same with the air wash, a 20% commission on that is $16.99. So this is a really great way for you to earn more money in less time and a great way for you to educate your clients on how to use your products and how to use your heat styling tools. Yes, Kylie?
How did you come about that figure, 77? How did that come about? Like, how did you calculate that? Or was it just a guesstimate?
No, I just felt like it was a good number.
It's an interesting number.
I just felt like it was a good number. I felt like $50 was too cheap.
Yep.
I thought $60 was still a little bit too
so there
cheap.
was no mad skills calculator involved.
To be honest, no. Being completely honest with you, no. I thought, 77 was a good medium kind of range. But yeah, I don't know. I like recurring numbers.
And did you send them home with any goodie bags or anything like that?
I actually did.
Yep.
What did I do? I bought from Kmart, those just brown like bags. Like I think you can buy like 10 of them for like $2.
Like gift bag type things?
Yeah, but I just bought the brown ones. I didn't buy
the paper ones,
Yeah, the paper ones. And I think I put a couple of sectioning clips in there and a business card and like a couple of
something to go home with.
Little things in there. Nothing much that cost money. So obviously, yes, out of that 770, I had to buy, I bought alcohol and I did put cheese and bicky platter on, and there was like the little gift bags. So some of that money, would have gone to that, but not a whole heap of it.
Not a lot, yeah.
Not really a lot at all. So yeah, there was a little bit of reinvesting in to host the event, but other than that, because it was at my home, it was really inexpensive to put on.
Yeah, thank you.
Fiona, did you have a question?
I did, but you just answered it then.
Oh, did I?
Regarding what the gift bags or any little products you gave to the clients. I guess if you've got a company that can give you little samples of products as well, if you're going to use them, you could always hit up your sales rep for that.
100%, yeah.
Just wondering if you're going to do it in salon or even in your home, is there any kind of responsible services of alcohol that you looked into or not really?
Every state is different in regards to the RSA. As long as you are serving food and you are not selling alcohol, it's allowed, like it's included. Like that's why when we do the description of our event, when we're creating the event in the Humantics, we say exactly what it is that they're going to get. and what you provide and what they need to bring. So you're not selling them a hairstyling class plus an alcohol drink plus whatever. It's all included. So
Yeah, but if you're selling a ticket, would that not be, if you put down drink on arrival, that's okay? Like, you don't think that would?
Yeah, drink on arrival is fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're still serving food with it.
Yeah. And you could also put BYO, I guess, if someone has different dietary needs, I guess.
I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could. You do have to be careful with, say you have highly unlikely, but let's say you have somebody that's a bit of an alco that comes in and likes to drink a hell of a lot more than somebody else.
Yeah.
You will have to keep an eye on that, because if they drive home and they've had many drinks and something happens, it could fall back onto you. So I would just say one standard drink. And you need to, have some food involved in that, because you can't just provide alcohol. Yes, without food. Otherwise, get rid of the alcohol altogether if it feels a bit iffy, and just do tea, coffee, or a high tea type thing. Like, it doesn't have to include alcohol.
Oh, plenty of nice non-alcoholic stuff around if you need it. No, I drink alcohol, don't worry about it. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yes, that was pretty much in a nutshell what I had done. And I hope that explains it for you exactly how to put it together, how to host it, and how to create the interest, because you really need to create that interest first off the clients, gauge what it is that they want to learn, and then putting it together is really not hard. Yes, Mommy?
When you create a ticket of your event in Humanitics or Eventbrite, can you, in the settings, can you opt where it's a private event, and the only way for someone to see the event is by tapping on the link that you provide when you share it?
100%.
It's not gonna appear on the general Humanitics. You know how they do like a full kind of you can see all the events, so you can make it private. Okay. Another question I have is that I know that some salons, when they do sip and style, another thing that they do to try and motivate them to purchase something is by whatever they purchase on the night, it can go towards a credit to their next service or something. Have you ever done something similar along that lines?
I haven't done anything like that, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a bit, you come and get your makeup done at the makeup stores, but then it's redeemable in products.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's cool. You could definitely do something like that to get them to come in. I found that by having new clients come, they would bring a friend and they'd be like, oh, they really like you and they connect with you, right? And then they started coming in and seeing me as a hairdresser. So I gained new clients from it, as well as got sales and things on the night, but I definitely gained new clients from hosting the sip and style events.
Yeah, and I suppose that gives an idea as well. Maybe, you can have a ticket price where bring a friend, and it goes from the 77 down to 65 or 67.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
So many cool ways that you could do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, so Kylie, when you've got your place all set up, you could definitely do I know you're doing a bit of an offer at the moment, but when you've got room and space, you could do a bit of an opening where you bring a friend and it's for them to get to see you and meet you and see what it's all about. Hosting these events doesn't have to be always, sell tickets and things. It can even just be come along and see what we're about and be a bit of a salon opening as well.
Yeah, definitely want to do that. Definitely. And I've got some people that will come from Melbourne as well, which will be nice.
Yeah, great.
Just a little bit of a remember me. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Amazing. So good.
Great. This was a really good session. Thank you so much, Angela. Really good idea. Like I mentioned, when I was out looking after salons, I would always get asked that question. I want to be able to do a workshop. How do I go about it? Or I've done a workshop and I only sold one product out of the 6 people. It was a waste of time. But like you mentioned, it's the way that you approach it. It's the way that you plan it. And so this was a really great session. And it'll be interesting to see how many people do watch this webinar replay. because I know this is something people have been meaning to do or they haven't done it correctly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And on the night, you definitely have to show them how to use the products, why we use the products, how to use the heat styling tool, why we use it like this. So you're educating them along the way. That's why I like to have my head block with me. So my good old head block. I do have a headstand and my good old lovely head block. You don't have to have that. You can use another person's head, but I found that super handy to show on the night, which was really cool.
Mm. Does anybody have any other questions? I think you did really well, Angela. It was great.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Can I just ask one question? Everybody has said that they've struggled with knowing how to do the drop shipping links. Can I clarify that I have answered any of your questions with knowing how to drop ship and how to use your links? Because this is a common theme that we're finding, that people are struggling with the drop shipping. Like, how are you feeling about the drop shipping?
I'm good. It works out quite well, and you can even select multiples.
Yeah.
And as long as you click on that, select multiples, you can click it out. So it's yeah, I haven't had a problem. It's been quite good and very easy. Once you know, it's easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Kylie, you're good? Perfect. Liz, you're good? I know you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm getting there, Angela. Slowly.
Yep.
Liz
It
said,
helps.
Liz said, confident, just haven't had a chance. Oops, where is it? Haven't had a chance to do it for a client yet. So yeah, just literally recommend a product, create the link, send it to the client. They tap on it. The key is for them to tap on it. They see it in a checkout. They tap on checkout. They add their address and card details like any other online ordering that they're used to, and they pay for it. The key is to make sure that they complete the purchase before they walk out the door. That's a huge, big thing. So, yeah. She's got a naughty 2-year-old with her, so keeping on mute. Thanks, Liz.
We all have them.
Now, quickly, each of you, please, just a couple of words. What is the biggest thing that you've learned from today? Kylie, go for it.
On the spot.
Yeah, I love on the spot. The whole thing was good because it was all the things, Angela, that I was in my head questioning, like especially how to set it up with that Humanitics. Like I would never have known that. So yeah, that was really interesting. And then, like I said, about the number, the amount, all of the things. I would never have thought to do it in my lounge room. So that was also really, really something I would never have thought of. I'm waiting for my salon space to be built, but hey, could do it in my garage or something. So good to know, I wouldn't have thought of it. So thanks.
Yay. Awesome.
Thank you, Kylie. Fiona, what about you?
Yeah, I definitely think the Humanitics or the Eventbrite we never thought that, even though I purchased tickets through them, we never thought to do it ourselves. So that's really good. And once you do that, and then just like being a bit organised and seeing how you had it set up in your lounge room, or whether it be in your salon or your lounge room, and not having to worry about having 10 hair dryers or 10 straighteners. They can just bring their own, what they've got at home. So that's good.
Great. And Liz, she said the process of what's professional and appropriate to set up one. Oh, the process of what's professional and appropriate to set up. So that's what Liz learned a lot today. So thank you so much, Liz, for joining. Appreciate it. Hope you were able to hear us with your 2-year-old in the background.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Thank you.
Let you go. Thanks again, Angela.
No worries.
Bye, Angela. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.